What's going on, everybody? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and I have some very possibly good news, very interesting news, and potentially amazing news. There's a very big if with that potential that we'll get to now in a second. But some news came out yesterday about a certain game or certain game series and its IP being passed around a little bit. Now, you may know it, you may have heard of it before. It's just a very little kind of niche franchise called Timesplitters. Now, of course, heavy sarcasm thrown in there, but all sarcasm aside, it was being passed around and unfortunately had ended up in the hands of Crytek a few years ago when Free Radical became a UK Crytek studio. Now, for those of you out there who aren't aware of this, Crytek actually make terrible games, and I am so fucking happy that the IP has gotten away from Crytek, that someone has actually bought it away from them. Sure, the CryEngine is decent and it makes stuff look really nice, but think about actual Crytek developed games. They're pretty fucking bland and boring. Look at Crysis 1, a game that's universally recognized not for being good, but for how it ran on computers and how it was a computer melter and can it run Crysis meme and all that stuff back in the day. It was never praised for its gameplay. Crysis 2, same deal, looked good, never praised for its gameplay. Crysis 3, same deal. Pretty sure I know one person who thinks Crysis 3 is a good game. Rise Son of Rome, and a bunch of other crap games that they're so niche and small and no one just remembers their name. I think they had what was it, Warface or something stupid, as well as one or two other pieces of crap that they had. I think really their only proper good game was Far Cry, the original Far Cry. And then, well, Ubisoft got their grubby little French mitts on it and, well, let's look at Far Cry now. It's a fucking joke. So, yeah, you see my point here. Anyway, you've probably seen this going around the news sites and whatever and whoever talking about it lately, that the group, the Koch Media Group, have acquired the rights to this. Now, I don't know why everyone just goes out and says the Koch Media Group, because they're no longer in charge of themselves. THQ Nordic, earlier this year, actually acquired Koch Media. So I don't know why everyone's saying, oh, Koch Media acquires rights, when realistically it's THQ Nordic acquiring these rights. But anyway, real quick, if you're not familiar with what Timesplitters actually is, Timesplitters is possibly the best first-person shooter on the entire PlayStation 2. It's got a couple of sequels in the forms of Timesplitters 2, again another game which is possibly the best first-person shooter on there, and it's Timesplitters Future Perfect, a game I wasn't particularly fond of, but I know a lot of people love. I'll give it another go someday and actually judge for myself again. It's been, what, maybe 12, 13 years at this point? But yeah, Timesplitters games are fucking amazing. So back to the point that I'm making, THQ Nordic have commented on buying these licenses and acquiring these IPs, and they have gone out of their way to say that they look forward to developing stuff in the franchise, that they'll have upcoming announcements and whatever of potential products down the line, which basically kind of confirms we're getting Timesplitters 4. Now, I know someone is going to go in the comment section below and talk about the whole PC remake, reboot, whatever it is, because that's a whole other story. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I know that exists. I've looked a lot at it, but I just could never commit to the whole thing. I do know it exists, so don't worry about that. Not another Halo Custom Edition job. Anyway, this makes me so happy for two reasons. One, that we could potentially be getting another Timesplitters game, and hopefully it's fantastic. And two, as I mentioned earlier in the video, at least if we now do get a Timesplitters 4 game or a new Timesplitters game entry in the series, whatever, it will not be at the hands of those fucking hack, less than mediocre developers that are Crytek. Stick to a fucking engine. That's all you're good for. That's all you're actually properly known for doing well. So at least now if we do get one, it won't be marred by all their terrible gameplay and terrible gunplay. At least now it has the potential to be good and possibly be a good game. That's basically it for this video. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens over the next maybe 2 to 3 years, development times being what they are and all that. But in the meantime, you can let me know in the comments section below what you think of Timesplitters. Have you played Timesplitters 1, 2 or Future Perfect? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Have you always wanted to play them? What's the deal? And how excited or potentially hyped for a new Timesplitters game are you? And like me, are you super happy that it's ripped out of the shitty little hands of Crytek and actually has potential to be a good game? Because I know technically Crytek UK, that actually had the rights to it and all, were Free Radical, the actual team behind it and all, but they were shut down long ago. So it would have just went to whatever Crytek studio wanted to ruin it. Anyway, let me know all that good stuff in the comments section below. Be sure to hit the appropriate button and let me know how I did on the video, and while you're at it, go on and hit that red subscribe button and even turn on the little notification bell. That way you can at least get notifications for live streams and video uploads and whatnot. But I know, it's current year and trying to get them off YouTube with notifications and all. Yeah, at least you can say you tried, am I right? So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.